Hush now, Poppet. There's no need to make that awful noise. It doesn't really hurt, does it? Perhaps it does. I assume the loss of feeling would mitigate that. The pain you're experiencing is probably psychosomatic, except for your spinal cord. I imagine that would hurt quite badly. Poor dear, you must be confused. I know this is all very sudden, but I thought it would be easiest this way. I imagine you would have been quite distressed if I had told you ahead of time. You would have gotten yourself all worked up, and you might have done something foolish before I could stop you. I certainly didn't want you awake for the procedure itself. That would be cruel. Perhaps this isn't such a surprise. This was your idea, in part. You asked me if I wanted a partner or if I just wanted another doll. Something I could put down and expect to stay still. A crown jewel for my collection. I gave it some thought and I decided you were correct. I do want a doll. You know as well as I do that my love for you has always been possessive. I don't like to worry that you'll run away when I turn my back. I want to trust that my sewing scissors will remain untouched. I expect deference that you are unable to provide. You make unwise decisions, Poppet. Therefore, moving forward, I have chosen to make the decisions for you. You are still my favorite doll, and I will treat you as the prize that you are. It would be a shame to lose the color in your cheeks or the perfection of your form, so I will keep you in good health. You will be fed nutritious meals. Your skin will be moisturized daily. You will not be left in one place for too long so that you don't develop any unsightly sores. I will be gentle when I move you, because I would never want to damage you. Frankly, I will treat your body much better than you ever did. I've always taken excellent care of my things. I do wish you would stop crying. This is a good thing. Only a day in my care, and you already look far better than you did. Allow me to fetch you a mirror so that you can see. Your hair is neater and arranged nicely, though I suppose I will need some time to coax it into full health. Your lips are no longer chapped. They are soft and supple. Your hands look so sweet, folded gently in your lap. I also selected your clothing with great care. I sewed it myself, like all the outfits my dolls wear. Though the size is larger, crafting your clothes isn't so different, particularly since I don't have to take into account range of motion. I wouldn't want your outfit to wrinkle or stain, so I'm currently working on a more extensive wardrobe. For now, this will have to do. I know you prefer more comfortable clothing, but I believe that particular issue is resolved. You can't feel the cloth anymore, correct? You can wear beautiful clothing I designed for you, and you don't have to worry if it's too constraining or too itchy. You can simply accept what I give you and be perfect. You look so lovely. I could kiss you. But I imagine you're still a biter. I couldn't fix that, I'm afraid, not without destroying you completely. I have to be extra careful with you, Poppet. In some ways, you are much more delicate than the others. I was unsure if you would be able to speak once you woke. I'll confess, I am pleased that you cannot. You are not thoughtful with your words. You're careless of the damage they can do. You even relish it. Your vulgarities disturb the peace of this household. Now, you can nod and shake your head. If you need something, you can whine for me as a child would. That is enough, I think. If you keep looking at me like that, I'll pluck your eyes out and replace them with glass ones. There. That's so much better. You can be good for me, my dear. You just have to let go and allow me to guide you. I really am terribly sorry. Upon reflection, I should have done this much sooner. We wasted months fighting each other when the solution was so simple. I believe we will both be happier now. Hello, darling. How are you this evening? I know you can't speak, and I certainly don't expect you to get up and greet me properly, but I expect you to at least turn your head towards me when I'm talking to you. I suppose you're in a sour mood after yesterday. I'm a bit put out myself, you know. I'm still in a great deal of pain after you bit my lip. That was completely uncalled for. All I wanted was a kiss. You're supposed to be an adult, but you're acting like a rabid dog, biting down so viciously and shaking your head. You're lucky you didn't take my lower lip clean off. It's a good thing face masks are so common, or people might have asked questions. I couldn't even go to the doctor. I had to stitch it up myself. It will be all right with time, I suppose. There may be a scar, but it will heal. You aren't sorry at all, are you? I know we missed breakfast, and I apologize for that. I don't believe either of us was ready to talk then. I needed time to think, and I expect you did as well. Still, you must be starving. To make up for it, I made your favorite for dinner. Please, open up. Are you on a hunger strike now, too? Eat. Eat, or I won't feed you for a week. Very good. Thank you. I wonder, can you still taste my blood on your tongue? Does it make you feel proud, acting like a wild animal? Are you happy that you hurt me? Your eyes are drooping, dear. Are you getting sleepy so quickly? I thought the medicine would take longer than this. You must have been quite tired to start. Poor thing. There. No need to whimper, darling. It's all right. It's just enough to make you stay still for me, and hopefully it'll calm you down. There. Just rest your head on my lap. You have such beautiful hair. I'm almost afraid to touch it, lest I ruin it. Well, a petting now and again won't hurt. I'm the only one who sees you, anyway. I can fix it later. Relax. Your neck is so stiff, and I don't want you to cry. You know how I feel about crying. I imagine your mind is racing right now, coming up with all sorts of strange thoughts. You do so like to jump to the worst conclusion. To put your mind at ease, please allow me to explain what's going to happen next. I won't allow you to hurt me in my own home. You've been using your teeth as a weapon, and that cannot continue. At first, I thought about pulling out your teeth or filing them down. But that would be bad for your health, and it would ruin the lines of your lovely face. So, I decided to take a more conservative approach. I'm going to sew your mouth shut. Shh, shh, shh. It will be all right. This is just for now. I can always snip the threads later, once you've had some time to appreciate your life without them, and the generosity that I show you. Here, let me get my sewing kit. I'll let you pick the color of thread, alright? Like I did with your eyes, I'll describe them, and you can shake your head a little if a color appeals to you. I would hold them up for you to see, but, well, there's not much sense in that now, is there? Your glass eyes look very pretty, you know. I think you would like them. I do hope they aren't too uncomfortable. Now, which color of thread would you prefer? This one is Fire Engine Red. The next is a cheerful yellow, like a child's drawing of a sun. I have 2 shades of gray, one quite pale, the other charcoal. Let's see, what else do I have? Forest green, navy blue, white, lilac. I'm running out of colors here, darling. Did you like any of them? Should I go through them again? You are so stubborn. I gave you so many choices, and you won't accept any of them. I'll suppose I'll have to choose for you. Black, I think. I have plenty of black thread, and it will suit you well enough. Now, let's see how you're progressing. Move your head for me, please. Are you being stubborn again, or are you truly paralyzed? Let me lay my hand on your cheek and... perfect. Just a twitch. I think the medicine has worked well enough that you won't be shaking your head and snapping your teeth at me. I know you have very little movement right now, but I would suggest refraining even from that while I work. I wouldn't want to hurt you more than necessary. Let's begin. Shh. It will just take a few minutes, darling. You're bleeding more than I expected. You do so like to make a mess of things. Perhaps I shouldn't have bothered offering you a choice of colors. It's all stained now. At least the black hides it, more or less. I think perhaps I'll tie it off here and begin sewing from the other side. That way I can leave enough room near your cupid's bow for a straw to fit. I wouldn't want you to starve or become dehydrated just because we had this little tiff. That would be just terrible. I imagine this won't be very good for your oral health. Not that you've been terribly cooperative with that in the past. I wonder if there's a mouthwash that you can safely swallow. Perhaps I'll give that to you as a treat, if you can behave. I'll have to look into it. Shh. You're doing so well. Just stay still and quiet for me. It's almost finished. There, all done. Now, let me clean you up and get some bandages wrapped around your stitches to help you heal. But first, it's so wonderful to know that I can finally kiss you.